Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to a special edition transfer stream, ladies and gentlemen, our first transfer stream of the January 2023 window. The window has started, or I don't even know if you could say the window has started, but like, you know what I mean in it. Like, the window has, like, whatever, like the transfer window has commenced. Commence is probably just another word for started, but you get what I'm saying anyway. So, guys, we're here to talk about Mo Salah's contract renewal. We're here to talk about Curtis Jones to Arsenal. We're here to talk about Kimmich to Manchester City. And we're going to be discussing, of course, Kylian Mbappe joining Liverpool Football Club. No comment. So there's a lot for us to discuss. And at the start, it's going to be a bit personal before I get to even that subject. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up my guy Mo. Big up to Total Eclipse. Big up to Toka. Who else is in the building? Big up to Deontay. Big up to you, Toka, of course. Anime fraud. Captain Sal. Big up to you. Hamza's biggest fan, Toka, by the way. Big up to Honesty Hortensia. Big up to LFC Brev. I'm on a space. Yeah, that's amazing. Me being on a space without having Twitter. Big up to Yusuf Ben Taleb. Big up to Phil. Big up to Cheese. Big up to... I'm not going to big up you because your name is Mad. Big up to Ed. Yeah, في انت لقيت into some. Big up to Guitar Junkie. Big up to Nevermore. Big up to Tron. Big up to... Who else we bigging up? Big up to Nawaf. Hello wallah habibi. Nawaf, are you from Saudi Arabia? Big up to Nico. Who else are we bigging up? Man like Michael Uzoho says Kylian. Aaron Ruiz is in the building. Patel Zakaria is in the building. Kieran Kelleher is in the building. Tom Goldsworthy is in the building. Man like Dinesh, big up to you. Big up to AA Ram. Big up to Prepaid Soup. Damn, what a name. Big up to my guy Davide Reyes. Big up to you. Big up to Frankie. Big up to Mariam Naim. Hello Allah, habibi. Big up to you guys. Wa alaikum assalam. Qasiri. So guys, we're here. You get me. And before I get started on this whole situation, just want to bring up something. You know, I haven't been to Twitter. Haven't been on that app for almost a month. 12,000 follower account just gone like that. But I choose my, my well-being over anything because there's a lot going on in my real life and I had to choose Twitter or YouTube. And of course I choose YouTube because YouTube is how I make money, how I make my living. And today, man like Just Tabang sends me a tweet. As per usual, the same you-know-what that keep talking about me are continuing to talk about me even without me being over there. I got sent this tweet, of course, by Just Tabang. The same guy that indirected me while I was there is now indirecting me when I'm not there, sorry. Certain content creators did an hour-long live stream crying about he's just another random guy and labeled him Arthur Melo 2.0. But let me not speak too much on that. Of course, that's related to Wataru Endo. And you know what's funny? Because you can see here at the bottom, don't miss what's happening, log in, sign up. I'm not even on the application. But you see this pussy, LFC Ben, SMX LFC. This guy, for the last 2 years, indirects me time and time again. Whenever I get something wrong, he is the first person to dance on the grave. Whenever I get something right and he's wrong, he doesn't say shit. First of all, if anyone, and I mean anyone, says that they expected this level of performance from Wataru Endo, then you are a liar, and I will tell you that to your face. You are a big liar, you're a massive liar, and I don't even think Wataru Endo's wife or Wataru Endo himself or his children thought that he would be playing at this level for Liverpool Football Club. Second of all, this fraud, the entirety of the summer was twerking for Mason Mount to sign for Liverpool Football Club. He spent 2 months shaking his ass for Mason Mount to sign for Liverpool Football Club. This is one of the prototypical robots on Twitter. Anything the club do, the club is right. Any opinion that goes against the club is wrong. The guy is wrong, sorry. That's essentially this is his motto in life. His motto in life is, if you disagree with Liverpool Football Club, you're wrong. That's basically his motto in life. It's funny, you know, I got sent the reply from Masejo. A lot of you guys don't even know who Masejo is. A lot of you don't even know who Ben is. When I told people earlier on, they're like, who's Ben? And now you know who Ben is. Biggest pussy on Twitter, always indirecting me 24/7. Now, you know what's funny? This guy, when we were linked to Mason Mount, spent 2 months tweeting Mason Mount in a Liverpool shirt, twerking for Mason Mount, asking for Mason Mount to be a Liverpool player, talking about how he would bang at Liverpool Football Club. You know what SMX Ben proceeded to do? For after we signed Dominic Szoboszlai and he watched Dominic Szoboszlai play football, he went back 6 months and deleted any tweet he had about Mason Mount. He couldn't even stick to his guns. He couldn't even stick to his own opinions. Yet, as soon as Husam says an incorrect statement or gets one thing wrong out of the 10 things that he says, it's immediately, let's all laugh at Husam because he got one thing wrong. By the way, FYI, just 3 weeks ago, Wataru Endo got bullied at Crystal Palace and had to be substituted at the 45-minute mark. We've given the guy his flowers. We've said we got it wrong. I never thought he was going to be this good. I've already said that. Listen, I have made multiple wrong opinions. And this is the beauty of YouTube. This is the beauty of football. You can get opinions wrong sometimes. No one gets it 100% right. You know, with this guy right here, this will never stop. Because people like him exist, the robots. Anytime Husam disagrees with something Liverpool Football Club does, Husam is wrong, regardless. Let me take it back a year back from his Mason Mount prop. And by the way, guys, it was disgusting prop. This guy used to wake up every day and tweet Mason Mount pictures, used to wake up every day and make Mason Mount tweets. And now he's indirecting me because I didn't think Wataru Endo from Stuttgart, that we didn't even know 6 months ago, you know, bangs at Liverpool. You know, he's played really well the last month. So yeah, wow, guys. Oh, Husam got it wrong with Endo. And I'll take it back a summer back. Quadruple charge season. Tyler Jones will vouch. Captain Sal will vouch. I think Aaron maybe hadn't met me then. Many of the OGs who've watched this channel for a long time, the likes of Sidi and others, will vouch right now. After the quadruple charge season, after we finished second that year, I was one of the first guys to go live on YouTube and say, guys, yes, we won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, but eventually we did not win the 2 trophies that we put out to win, which is the Premier League and the Champions League. So, of course, this season is looked at as a failure. Now, of course, it's not a complete failure because we did win the FA Cup, we did win the Carabao Cup, so it's 2 trophies. But I will have the same energy that I had back then. When you employ Mo Salah, when you employ Sadio Mane, when you employ some of the best players in the world, your target cannot be to win the FA Cup. Now, that summer, when Husam got it 100% right, and Ben and the other robots got it 100% wrong, let me just give you guys a quick recap. Summer 2022, 2023, you know, before that 2022-2023 season, Husam was banging on about how Liverpool need to sign a midfielder. I spent 3 months last year talking about how we need to sign a midfielder, how we must sign a midfielder, how us not signing a midfielder will be a massive L and we won't be able to win anything, we won't be able to succeed. I got banned from the Anfield Talk that he works for. Obviously, it wasn't even him who banned me. It's one of the other pussies that runs the Anfield Talk. You know, big up. I made the Anfield Talk spaces famous. Many people don't know that. But anyway, He was one of the guys on there as well. They banned me from the Anfield Talk spaces because I was being too negative. Because I wasn't backing the idea of Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, and others come back to win Liverpool Football Club the title. They tried to blacklist me on LFC Twitter. I was on everyone's mouth. I became a mockery, of the quote unquote bottom reds. They start just putting me and Corby Red in tweets and stuff just for it to bang, just so they could get their retweets and their likes. And here's the funny part. When I got it wrong, and when I got it right, sorry, and it was Liverpool Football Club needing a midfielder, 3 months later, Ben and the rest of the Liverpool fan base were saying the same shit that I said. They just figured it out 6 months too late. They were all saying the same stuff that I said. Did they apologize to me? No. Did I keep indirecting them week in, week out? No. Did I ask for an apology? No. Did I say, let your apologies be as loud as your disrespect? Husam got something right? No, I did not say that. And here we are, a year later, the same midfield that Husam was wrong about. Jurgen Klopp sold all of them. Fabinho, gone. Henderson, gone. Keita, gone. Oxlade-Chamberlain, gone. Milner, gone. Who's left? So Jurgen Klopp, essentially, done in 2023, 2024 summer, this recent summer just passed, the stuff that I asked for a summer before, a whole summer before. I still remember spaces where I was asking for us to sign Lucas Paqueta. Did Ben come out and say, Husam, you were right, we should have signed Paqueta? I spoke about us signing Matheus Nunez. No, of course, Matheus Nunez is not killing it, but he still is a very good midfielder. I still remember when I defended Alexis McAllister at the start of the season when everyone was attacking him. Did he say Husam was right? Alexis McAllister really is our best midfielder. Dominic Szoboszlai, when people were, wanting Mason Mount at the same time, I said there's better players for the same value. And he's like, oh, who's the better player for the same value? Now you know, Dominic Szoboszlai. This is the stuff that I talk about when it comes to robotic LFC Twitter. Some things will never change. Some things will never change. Certain Liverpool fans are robots, and they will just gargle on anything the club does. That is not me. I've always been objective about this football club. My objective, my target, my goal is for Liverpool Football Club to win. My goal is for Liverpool Football Club to succeed. I want my club to win. I want my club to be successful. I want Virgil van Dijk to do this at the end of the season. That's all I want. That's all I've ever wanted as a Liverpool fan. That's it. I have no personal vendettas. I have no personal agendas. Of course, I have my favorites every now and then, as every Liverpool fan. We all have favorite players. We all have favorite, whatever. Like we all have favorite players, and it's normal. But I just want my captain to be lifting his arms at the end of the season, and for us to be successful and for us to win. That is as simple as that. And I will objectively criticize, the football club when it requires it, and I will objectively give positive impact when it need be. And I feel like running with the whole narrative that Husam is negative in 2024 is the most overused thing ever, because I haven't been negative actually all this year. I've actually been quite positive. After the Luton draw, where many people were losing their mind, I done a match reaction saying it was just one of those days. Why? Because we created so many chances and we didn't put the ball in the back of the net. After Brighton, I wasn't very mad that we drew 2-2 to Brighton. At the Etihad, when it ended 1-1, I wasn't moaning after the game. Many people are actually agreeing with what I'm saying, because I said, look, it's the most difficult stadium to go to all year long, and we got a draw. Not that big of a deal. So I apologize for the one thing that I got wrong that Ben decided to call me out on out of the 10 things that I said right. So I went 9 of 10. I did not go 10 from 10 like the summer before. When I wanted Paqueta, when I wanted a midfielder, when I knew that Henderson's legs were gone and Fabinho's legs were gone and that midfield weren't good enough for Liverpool Football Club. And hey, guess what? The easiest Champions League there is to win, we are now in Europa League due to the consequences of our actions last season. And he is the same guy that wanted Mason Mount over Dominic Szoboszlai. The same guy that spent 2 months shaking his bum for Mason Mount is the same guy that now wants to call me out for Wataru Endo, that I did not give him the prop before he signed for Liverpool. And yeah, he did. Mo knows. Listen, people on Twitter know. You know why? By the way, you know why Ben is speaking about me with so much energy right now? Because I'm not on Twitter. Had I been on Twitter and I replied to him, he would have deleted his tweet. That's what he always does. Always. Whenever I reply to him, delete tweet directly. He deleted all his Mason Mount prop. Every single prop he done of Mason Mount, delete, 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 delete. Why? Because Ben got it wrong. And Ben has gotten it wrong 100 times worse than I did. And speaking of this right now, the whole Liverpool situation, we might as well get into it. Big up to my guy Michael, says robots, aka top reds, scum of the fan base. Michael, you know what's funny? I feel like some things just don't change, Habibi. Some things just do not change. Like, well, what else do you want me to say? Some things don't change. 6 months later, people are doing the same shit. Certain people are doing the same shit that they've always done. Like, what do you want me to say, Habibi? What do you want me to talk about? Top Reds and the way that they behave, just anything Liverpool Football Club do, they're always right. Anything that I do or that I want or that anyone else wants that criticizes Liverpool Football Club, we're wrong, man. We're wrong. But anything, they do. Oof. Unbelievable. It's just, bro, I don't even like, I'm about to get into it now when we talk about this January transfer window. Big up to you, Michael. Big up to Adrian, but says just banter, but how did you end up with a shaved head? Lol, JK. By the way, when I make mistakes, I take accountability. I probably had the most embarrassing moment last summer when I had to shave my head, to be honest with you. I literally had to shave my head when Jude Bellingham went to Real Madrid. I took accountability. And long may it continue where players prove me wrong. I hope every single player proves me wrong. I hope every single player proves me wrong that I doubt. And all I want is for Liverpool Football Club to succeed and to win. And this has been made crystal clear. And that's why, I done the stream where I just shaved my head. I shaved my head live on stream because I said all year long that Jude Bellingham was going to sign for Liverpool Football Club, despite interest from other clubs or whatever. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. There's just nothing for me to say anymore on that topic, on Ben and others who, of course, he has vim, he's feeling the energy. Let me call out Husam because he's not here. If I was there and I replied to him, he'd have just deleted this tweet. I have so many screenshots of his Mason Mount tweets that he ended up deleting. I don't want to embarrass him any further on the stream. Big up to you, Ed. Big up to you, Michael. And speaking of the Liverpool transfer window, we're going to talk about it now. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. That's what I'm saying, Tyler Jones. Starting off 2024 with that little bitch energy. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. So anyway, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are yet to do so. Big up to Nadra. Big up to Edrin and Michael for the super chats. I do want to talk about this transfer window right now. Big up to my guy, Queen Nadra, who says, look, Husam, I don't think we signed any players. FSG are not ambitious and we can forget about the league. And this now takes me to my point. Ben and others now, come March time, and come April time, when we end up not being able to compete for the league, or win the league, sorry, because of like the lack of squad depth and the options that we have, we'll just give you the same sorry speech that they give you all the time. Now, I don't want us to do a sorry speech. I want us to win. I'm not interested in Liverpool Football Club competing. I'm interested in Liverpool Football Club winning. I want us to win. I want us to destroy the English Premier League. Now, there is a little calculation I done from January until May. How many football games are we going to play? As things stand currently, and I'm talking about the English Premier League, in the English Premier League, Liverpool Football Club, see, this is the problem with this Google dumb shit. In the English Premier League, we have 18 games left. Carabao Cup, a minimum of 2 games left. That's already 20 games. Europa League, I believe, round of 16, round of 8, round of 4, which is the semis, of course. That is 6 games. That is 26 games. And the finals of the Carabao Cup and the Europa League, if we get there, that is 28 games, plus whatever FA Cup we play. That's almost 30 games. There is still 30 games almost left of football for Liverpool Football Club to play from January until May. There is still almost 30 games of football to be played by our football club. And now I ask you the same question that I will always ask, and I've actually I think I've asked Lauren actually this yesterday, because we were talking about Liverpool and kind of the future and all that. Can Liverpool's squad take 30 more games on top of the games that we have already played? Because this is the $1 million question now. This is the question here that we have to ask ourselves and we have to speak about. Can the squad, can this team take another 30 games? 30, of which 6 or 7 of them are on Thursday night. Because if we're saying what we want to say, you know, and it's funny, Tabang later shows me the tweets where he, you know, Ben wants us to go strong in the FA Cup and win the FA Cup. Okay, so if you add in the FA Cup games, suddenly it's 36 games as well. So it's even worse than what I'm saying in terms of the amount of games that Liverpool Football Club are going to play. So if Liverpool Football Club are going to play that many games and that many fixtures, surely we need something. Surely we need an addition. Surely we need something extra. Surely we need some form of reinforcement. And you know what's funny? Liverpool have called back Reece Williams, you know, and now all the negative flashbacks are coming back. And this is where constructive criticism of the club is needed when they show you signs like this. Now, I would speak about myself, I have probably been one of the more positive Liverpool fans on this YouTube platform from the start of the season till now. I don't even think I've had many rants. The only rant I've had was actually anti-referee rant, you know, that I can recall. I've been very positive. Even when we've had losses and bad results, I've said stuff like that. The only thing I will say is Liverpool Football Club, Jurgen Klopp, need minimum at least one player to just push us all the way this season. The quadruple charge season, we signed Luis Diaz in January. The signing of Luis Diaz allowed for Sadio Mane to be played down the middle and for us to have a more vicious front line, if you would like. And we came from 14 points back, I believe it was, to just 1 point behind Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, the cheats, of course, 1 point behind them. And we reached the Champions League final. So obviously, signing players in January works. You want a prime example? Luis Suarez, Virgil van Dijk. I'm not even going to use any other club. Our own club gives you the prime examples. Who's the best striker you probably seen for Liverpool? Maybe Aaron, of course, and the older gentlemen in the chat have seen Ian Rush and stuff, but the best striker we've seen in our lifetime is obviously Luis Suarez. Who's the best centre-back we've seen in our lifetime? That's Virgil van Dijk. So two of the best players we've ever seen have been bought in the January transfer window. So what I'm not going to do is also sit here and act and play games and play up to crowds like other people do, that Liverpool Football Club cannot get a centre-back or whatever is required in January. Now, when it comes to the centre-back situation and the Liverpool situation in general, big up to you, Nadra. I'm going to discuss your super chat now. When it comes to the current situation right now, our forward line, the only way I will say we don't need a forward is if Nunez, Diaz, Jota, and Gakpo step up. These four now are in position to prove themselves. Because now in January, there is no Mo Salah. Mo Salah's gone to AFCON, right? Okay. The other four are going to step up. I watched the Gary Neville podcast, actually. It was like 40 minutes long. And Gary Neville made a statement that I concur with. I agree with. He said they owe it to Mo Salah to not, give him back the team with like 10 points behind. They owe it to him to get their shit together and put the ball in the back of the net when required so we can win games of football. They owe it to Mo Salah. That is what Gary Neville said, and I agree with him. In terms of the midfield, will I live with Endo and McAllister playing the DM if we do get a centre-back? Yes, I can live with that. Would I rather still sign a DM? You damn right. If you offer me the opportunity of signing Palhinha tomorrow, I'm not going to say no. You guys all watched the performance of Palhinha against Arsenal, and Fulham weren't like in a low block the whole time. They played some good football. They probably created, they did create the more dangerous chances against Arsenal. So, man like Palhinha has proven time and time again that he's a difference maker. You look at the centre backs, and this is where people pretend that they don't know what's already coming. Guys, I will say something that is game changing, that all of you don't realize. Injuries will happen. Players will get injured. Oh, shock horror. Who would have known? Injuries are a part of football and injuries will happen. Shocking. Oh, so shocking, you guys. Injuries happen. Konate is a walking injury. He's an injury waiting to happen. If we watch Liverpool against Arsenal in the FA Cup and Konate is down on the ground for longer than 3 seconds, you all will subconsciously think he's gotten injured. That tells me all I need to know regarding Konate's fitness and the injuries from the past. We all know players get injured. Konate is an injury waiting to happen. Kwanzaa has been a great find and a great addition to this Liverpool team. Is he good enough to sustain a title challenge? No, he's not good enough to sustain a title challenge. You know why? Because he's a kid. He's a kid that hasn't had enough time. Now someone come tell me he played really well in the Premier League. Yeah, he played really well against Burnley. Are we going to play Burnley 19 times? No, we will not. We'll play tougher opposition than Burnley, more high caliber games than Burnley. So we need serious centre backs. Now, with Joel Matip out till the end of the season, there is no need for me to start a centre back rebuild in May. I can just go and get a centre back now. Like whatever it is required to get a centre back in now, just get one in now. And by the way, it's all pros of getting a centre back in now. He will get used to the club. He will get used to the team. He will get used to the manager. He will get used to Liverpool. He'll get used to all of this. Now, the problem with Liverpool is City just spoke about it. We're not proactive in transfer windows. We're very reactive. That's the thing. That's our problem. We're very reactive in the window. And I spoke to my guy regarding transfers and all of that. And you guys know me. Listen, I'm not in this ITK business. If I were, instead of having 320 people in here, I'd have 1,000 people in here and I'd be making 3 times the money because I'd be fooling you all and lying to you all and talking about how Liverpool made contact with Palhinha and make up bullshit lies. Guys, Liverpool have not made a contact with any player in January. You want to hear the truth? This is the truth. Cold hard truth right now. You're going to hear it. This is the truth for the January transfer market. Number one, and I will preface everything I'm about to say with this because this is very important. Jurgen Klopp himself has not decided what we want. If I bring Jurgen Norbert Klopp to sit next to me on the stream right now and look into this camera, he won't be able to tell you who he wants. Jurgen Klopp himself hasn't decided. So how can I come here and give you names when Jurgen Klopp himself has not decided? That's number one. Number two, the more opinionated thing that I heard is there is a possibility we sign one player, and that one player will be more likely a defensive addition. Is it going to be a defensive addition in midfield? What I heard is no. It's going to be a player that either plays centre back or left back. So basically one position we're going to sign, either a centre back or a left back. Now, what worries me is, because this is something that Liverpool is capable of, make no mistake. What worries me is, all this recalling back Reece Williams and recalling back this guy and recalling back that guy will only have a negative impact and a negative effect on us, because like maybe we're looking at Reece Williams and whoever to play these Europa League games. Now, Reece Williams, I've already made my opinions known on him. I think Reece Williams' problem is actually physical. I don't even think it's defensive. The problem with Reece Williams is physical because he's way too slow to play the Liverpool high line. Like, by the time, you know, Huang is gone past him. He's still at the halfway line, so he's way too slow. My problem is a physical perspective of him. So we're currently looking probably to add in one defensive addition. Do I bullshit now like the ITKs and make up names and fake the shit like people do on this YouTube platform? You know, one thing I'll say this right now, okay? And you know, maybe some people like they don't want to hear it, but you're gonna hear it now. You know, one thing I will say, one thing I'm very proud of as a YouTuber is I've kept it real from day one. I refuse to bullshit the people, and I refuse to lie to your faces, and I refuse to make up crap. I am here to speak the truth and the truth only, and not to waffle and not to make up shit. Shall I come up here and give you names? Oh my God, Liverpool want Inacio. I didn't hear Inacio. I didn't hear any names. I did not hear any names. Could Liverpool Football Club wake up tomorrow and decide that they don't want any player? Yes, it's a possibility, 100%. So nothing is concrete yet. It's about what Jurgen Klopp wants. And also, there's something key that I'm about to tell you now. Because I'm sure Nasser will make this point. He's probably listening to this on the replay, thinking like, oh, I'm going to give Husam the 4D chess move. You know, with what you know, the usual conversation. Is it Klopp's fault or is it FSG's fault? I asked specifically, is it just Jurgen Klopp's decision? And he's like, nope, FSG pay the bills. It's not just Jurgen Klopp's decision. It has to make financial sense for the club. Now, all I'm going to say is, as a Liverpool fan, and I'm sure rational Liverpool fans who want the football club to succeed and to win will agree with what I'm about to say. We saw you make £110 million pound bid for Caicedo. Don't come here and tell me you ain't got no money. Don't lie to my face. Also, second thing I will ask for, don't give me no bullshit article about how we're going to have a war chest summer. You know why? Because we've heard it 5 summers in a row and we've had enough of your crap. So we don't want to listen to this war chest summer crap. Liverpool Football Club are in a position to win a Premier League title. In my opinion, if we do that one defensive edition that I spoke about and the forward line steps up, then I think we can win it. Of course we can. Of course we can win it. I will back my club, but I need my club to be proactive. And the problem with FSG is sometimes they're reactive and also they're well-known liars. They've lied to us multiple times. So for me, I'm waiting to see what happens. I'll try find out more for you guys if I can regarding Liverpool Football Club. I am a massive liar if I say that I know exactly who we're going to sign. I do not know because the club themselves have not decided who we want to sign. So how can I tell you who we're going to sign? All I heard is basically it might be one defensive edition. And this is the funny part. Get ready. All the people who want us to sign a forward in January, right? This is what I asked. Do you think we can get a forward in January? If they think we're going to sign 2 players, and if everyone if they think we're gonna sign a forward, then they're smoking something. So people who want us to sign a forward in January, that pipe dream right there, just give up on it, because we're more than likely not going to sign a forward in January. If we do sign someone, it'll be a defensive edition, and I have no problem with that. No, Kingsman, it's never 0 chance. It's 5% chance, because you see everything I just said. If Jurgen Klopp wakes up tomorrow and says, I want player X, there's nothing me or anyone can do about it. That's why I'm not in the ITK business. I'm not in the ITK business. I'm here to just say it as it is. I'm here to just say the God honest truth. So yeah, basically that's the rundown on Liverpool. More than likely it's going to be a defensive edition, and of course no one knows who it is yet. You know, Inacio, blah blah. By the way, with the Inacio situation, I actually spoke to, I'm like, okay, so can we, like the whole Inacio thing? He's like, there is nothing to negotiate with Inacio. It's a release clause, which means that Inacio obviously is willing to join Liverpool. We all know this. The only club I think that's more attractive to than Liverpool in the Premier League is probably Manchester City. Other than that, we're more attractive, you know, than any other club, you know, in the Premier League, not called Man City. So yeah, the fact that we're probably thinking, should we sign a left back? Should we sign a centre back? I think the Robinson from Fulham thing is a bit rubbish, to be honest with you. I don't believe in it personally, but we will see what happens. So look, if we're going after Inacio, if we're going after whichever centre back, I'm always willing to give a guy time. By the way, the positive thing would have been, had we just got him in already, the positive thing would have been is Inacio or whichever centre back comes into Liverpool Football Club and plays Europa League games and plays Carabao Cup games and plays FA Cup games and gets used to the tempo. So yeah, that's the thing, you guys. So let me read these super chats before I speak about Curtis Jones and Mo Salah as well. That's the transfer topics now that I'm giving you the general rundown, because many of you have told me, have we spoke about this? Have we spoke about that? And blah blah blah. Oh yeah, and I'm more attractive than Brad Pitt. Lauren messaged me yesterday. She's like, Husam, you should be, a symbol of hotness of men. You're more attractive than like Bradley Cooper. Come on, man. Stop lying to yourself. Big up to my guy, Mr. Tibzo, says, just to reiterate, I have said this before, the true spirit of Shankly is that of ruthlessness and winning. This is not the case with FSG. By the way, this is 100% fact. And if you go back and you look, in the 70s and the 80s, bro, what is there's this damn mosquito just came in my eye, bro. In the 70s and the 80s, we were actually one of the higher spenders. We were actually one of the higher spenders in the Premier League, in the league, and we ended up winning all the trophies. Kenny Dalglish was look at this mosquito. And what's it called? I think I know Kenny Dalglish was a record signing, a British record signing at the time. And he ended up being our greatest ever player, which tells you all you need to know. Like, listen, 90% of the time you pay like what you want, you pay, and usually the player delivers. Now, we can always use Man United as an example, but let's use the positive examples. Let's use ourselves when we've paid money. Unless it's Nunez, it's usually banged, to be honest with you. Big up my guy, Mr. Tibzo, and that is the true spirit of Shankly, 100%. Fans blindly follow FSG. Blindly follow FSG will never change, 100%. And it's not even a follow FSG thing. The problem is with fans that want to be overly positive. Overly negative is wrong. Overly positive is wrong. When it comes to me, I am so down the middle and objective as they come. I get stuff wrong, of course. You know why I get stuff wrong? Because I'm only human after all. People get stuff wrong, Habib. So I've gotten stuff wrong. Like, I've gotten more right than wrong, of course. But I've gotten like, stuff wrong. It's just what happens. But they will never change, Joe. And that's why I am FSG out, because of the lack of ambition. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem. It's just this lack of ambition. I don't even think John Henry knows where we are in the league or cares, to be honest with you. They look at us as a business and they've said it themselves. And I don't want that. I want like a Mark Cuban type owner, like he really cares and loves the team and the club and the culture of the club and everything. Like, I really want that, And right now, I feel like when I look at our current situation, once again, the club and the team is screaming out for one or two positions to come in there and fill in. And we need to get it in January. Simple as. Yeah. It's not even a 3-quarter windows. Exactly. That's what we usually do. Like, usually we need 4 things. We sign 3 of those things and we leave 1 out. The worst one was when we did a 1-quarter window. That was after the quadruple charge season. That was the worst one. Big up to my guy Ed, who says, proven Premier League centre back or Inacio? See, this is a very good question. Ed has just asked a very good question, and I saw this super chat earlier. Big up to you, Ed, because this is a very good question. Chat, what do you think of this? Because I was thinking about this. We all know Tom Little's a fraud. We all know why. Mo has paid £15 for his clip to be played before. So we all know why Tom Little is a fraud. Now, Tom Little has said something before. Tosin Adarabioyo from Fulham and other examples of Premier League proven centre backs. I don't know what you guys make of it. Like, the whole Premier League proven thing. Like, what would you sign, guys? Would you sign Inacio? Would you sign a Premier League proven centre back? Die, bitch. Die. Would you sign? What would you sign? Like, let me know in the chat, because this is a good question from Ed. Oh, hello, Ben. I called you out for the first 10 minutes of the stream. I'm glad you're here. I know you're a fan. Make sure you subscribe, Habibi. Big up, guys. This is the same Ben I told you about at the start of the stream that wanted Mason Mount instead of Szoboszlai. He tweeted Mason Mount prop for 2 months and then ended up deleted his tweets. But remember, Husam's the only guy that gets things wrong. Big up, Ben. Inacio, Kubo, Olise. No, but Kubo, Olise. See, Drone, I don't think you know the type of forward Liverpool signed. The reason why Diogo Jota is successful at Liverpool is Diogo Jota is direct. Diogo Jota is someone who scores goals, bro. Diogo Jota is like, we need a goal scorer. All this dribble crap, we don't need it. Respectfully, keep your aesthetics at the door. I don't give a fuck. Even with Darwin Nunez, if he just puts the ball in the back of the net, no one gives a fuck about his fucking aesthetics, respectfully. So, yeah. There you are. This guy woke up for 2 months. 2 months. And you know how you know he's a liar? He deleted all his Mason Mount tweets. For 2 months, he woke up every day and tweeted Mason Mount pictures because Husam did not expect Wataru Endo. By the way, Wataru Endo is playing better than Szoboszlai. Did you expect that, Ben? Wataru Endo is playing better than Gravenberg. Did you expect that, Ben? No, you didn't. You know? And last season, when you got it 100% wrong, when we fell off even the top 4 spots, you just came on a space and apologized for 3 seconds, so you can hold that. I'll be honest with you. Personally, I'm taking whichever center back fits. Like I like Adebayo from Fulham. I like Inacio. I like multiple. I just want a center back to just come in and just be a body in there, bro. Because we cannot play Konate Thursday, Sunday, or Virgil the same, bro. We need to rest players. Like, you know, that's the problem with Matip's injury. Big up to Joe says Liverpool do not have the depth and they have also injuries to add to the problem. The academy are also hit by injuries. Yes, this is the thing. Ben and others will give us the sad speech in May. I don't want the sad speech. I want the happy speech. If Liverpool Football Club win the English Premier League, inshallah, I am planning to do either a 6-hour celebration stream or a 10-hour celebration stream. I'm going to get some cigars. I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to get food. We might do a mukbang. We might do a whole party all night long type thing. I will be so happy if we win the English Premier League. And in order for that to happen, we just need one thing, bro. Can you just get me one damn thing? Can we just get a center back? I think if we get a center back, due to the injury situation, Matip being out till the end of the season, that's what we need. You know, I kind of need that, to be honest with you. So, like, I feel like we're 1 or 2 players away from winning a Premier League title. And remember, there's Europa League, there's Carabao Cup, there's FA Cup, there's Premier League. There's so much football to be played. According to the calculation I just made with all the games, you know, I just think it's too much football for the squad to handle. Even Endo, you know, that I got wrong, you know, because I am not a prophet. I get stuff wrong as well. Even Endo that I got wrong. We cannot play Endo Thursday, Sunday. Bro, players need to be rested. That's the thing. Simple as. Big up to Michael Uzoho, who says they can't tell us the lack of money, BS. Spend or get the fuck out. And this is the thing, my brother. When you look at the current situation of Liverpool Football Club, we all know we got money. Like, we know that. You know why? Because 6 months ago, you dropped 110 million on Caicedo. So don't tell me you don't have money. And once again, we're not asking for £100 million signing. You know, we're asking for, like, just a centre back, basically. You know, it is what it is, man, Michael. It's getting annoying, man. But big up to you for the super chat, Habibi. Big up to Michael again, who says, my centre back choice is Hincapié. Right wing choice, Bakayoko. Right wing, give up. We're not going to sign a right winger. Because once again, this is something I will not blame the club for. Because people like Ben and others always think I blame the club. I don't blame the club 24/7. The right winger. So I'm going to bring a right winger. I'm going to sit him down. Okay, right winger. Let's imagine this trophy is the right winger. Here, I'm going to convince the right winger to sign for Liverpool Football Club. This is me sitting with him in a meeting. Okay, by the way, as soon as Mo Salah comes back from AFCON, you drop to the bench. This is the right winger right here. Okay? And I tell him, like, okay, so right winger, when Mo Salah comes back from AFCON, you're just going to be on the bench the whole time. Gone. That's the thing. You guys, you also need to be real about the situation. When you employ Mo Salah as your right winger, which right winger is going to go like, yay, I want to come sit on the bench for Liverpool Football Club? Guys, be real with yourselves. unless it's a youngster or a kid, of course Bakayoko would join Liverpool, but he would want to play, he would want to start, he would want to get involved, bro. Like, people are telling me, let's go sign Olise. Okay, so you think we're gonna sign Michael Olise, who wants to make the Euro squad, who wants to win trophies, who has aspiration, who was approached by Manchester City and Pep Guardiola and Chelsea in the summer, is gonna say yes to playing second fiddle to Mo Salah at Liverpool? Because he knows as soon as Mo Salah is on that flight back from his country, boom, Olise is on the bench. So why should he? And speaking of Mo Salah, now this brings me to the next segment with Mo Salah and Curtis Jones that I want to talk about. So there you are. There you are, troops. By the way, I'm going to dunk on troops now and on the Arsenal fans that are being snobby towards Curtis Jones. And I'm going to defend Jones now. So, but big up to Troops TV. Back again. Curtis Bloodclad Jones. Big up to you. Man like Ed says, oh boy, Troops is here to troll. I want the Sporting centre back. He cannot troll us. We're top of the league, Habib. What's he trolling? He can hold that. He can hold that. Troops, the fraud. But big up to him, of course, my brother. And with Inacio, I wouldn't be like snide at us signing him. I'd be happy. And now this brings us now to the next topic, which is Salah and Jones, the Salah renewal and Jones to Arsenal. That's kind of the next topic I want to talk about. Before I do that, big up to you, Brains. Big up to Joe. Big up to Tibzo. Big up to Nadra. Big up to Ed. Big up to Michael for the super chats. See, DJ Brains, I just big you up and then you send the super chat. Man says Pedro Neto. Why do you want to sign the Wolves version of Marco Reus? Injured for 15 games, plays 5. Yeah, Habibi, yeah, DJ. Yeah, DJ Brains. Yeah, Habibi, why are you like this? Guys, why are you like this? Why do you never factor in important intangibles? Availability is fucking important. You know why Troops is crying on a stream? Because Partey is never fit and available. When Partey plays, he's fantastic. He's phenomenal. Does he play enough? No. Why do we want our own Partey on the wing? Hey, Pedro Neto, come in and destroy this English Premier League, and then boom, he's fit for like 15 out of the 20 games. That's such a horrible take, DJ Brains. Horrible, horrible, horrible take. We need fit and available and reliable players. Fit and available and reliable players. Johan Bakayoko is an option. Many wingers are an option. Just never someone who's not fit, Habibi. Anyway, he says Salah should renew. This is the good super chat. I'm going to ignore that. Salah should renew. He can go to Saudi when he's 35. A proper DM and a centre back would be nice in January because the money's there. Sane or a solid right winger in the summer. I'll tell you right now, I think Leroy Sane is one of the most overrated wingers in world football. I genuinely believe that. And it's no agenda. It's no bullshit. You guys know when I'm bullshitting. You guys know when I'm being real. I think Leroy Sane is one of the most overrated wingers in the world. He's one of the most overrated in the world. Now, in terms of Mo Salah, you see, this is one of the things that I was right on. When people in May were twerking for Mo Salah to go to Saudi, I said, have some shame, have some respect, have some decorum. People, and I'm going to call out other people now on the other side of the coin, people like ads and other people on the summer spaces where I was fighting people for Mo Salah, coming up here and going like, Liverpool will survive without Mo Salah. Most goals in the league, Mo Salah. Most assists in the league, Mo Salah. Most big chances created in the league, Mo Salah. Had Mo Salah went to Saudi Arabia, Liverpool Football Club, I'm not going to exaggerate, I'm going to say would be 5th or 4th. I'm not going to exaggerate. I'm not going to say anything crazy. Would have been 5th or 4th because it considerably brings down Darwin Nunez already shit level. It comes down and the others don't play as well without him there. I am a proud Salah sexual. If you want to call me Salah sexual, I will big up every single player who performs and delivers for Liverpool Football Club. How highly have I spoken of Trent this season, of Virgil, of Alisson, of Mo Salah, of McAllister even. Players who have performed week in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out. Players have performed. Why should I chat shit about them? Why? Why? I will always big up players who perform week in, week out, week in, week out. Simple as. Simple as. So when it comes to Liverpool Football Club and Mo Salah, Mo needs to retire at Liverpool. I am giving him contract right now, 3 years contract. Here you go, Mo, 350 grand a week. However, what you want, sign. This is something that you don't get. And once again, I'll repeat the same stuff that I said in May. Guys, with the developments that sports science has done, players' careers are not done at 31, 32 anymore. Because, first of all, Mo Salah is a Muslim. Muhammad, his key is in the name. He doesn't drink, obviously. He doesn't drink any alcohol. So his liver, inshallah, will always be safe. Nothing in the liver. His liver doesn't drink, he doesn't drink alcohol. He takes care of his body. He takes the sport seriously. Thiago Alcantara has spoken about it in an interview. He enters the gym, Mo Salah's there. He leaves the gym, Mo Salah's still there. Clearly takes care of his body. Clearly takes care of his nutrition. There is no reason why Mo Salah cannot play at this level till he's 35. Genuinely. I think he's, like, with all due respect, Karim Benzema won a Ballon d'Or age 34. That shows you that football has moved and football has changed and football has now headed in another direction where players are actually playing into their mid-30s, late 30s because of sports science, because of fitness, because of, you know, people who are taking the sport seriously. And I look at Mo Salah as someone who takes the sport seriously. Simple. And because he takes the sport seriously and he takes care of his body, there's literally zero reason why he can't play until he's 35, 36. I give him a 3-year contract happily tomorrow. You know, so I think he should stay at Liverpool Football Club. Now, in terms of the Saudi offer, DJ Brains, I'll tell you this as someone from the Middle East. Mo Salah will always get an offer from Saudi Arabia. If you're the biggest superstar in the MENA region, you're always gonna get an offer from Saudi Arabia. I think Mo Salah could play at Liverpool till he's 37 and still get an offer from Saudi Arabia. I don't think that changes, to be honest with you, DJ Brains. So I completely agree with all that super chat except Leroy Sané. So for me, Mo Salah is just the best forward in the league, the most complete forward in the league, and he's doing stuff, you know, that you know, there's this GIF that is so good I actually had to save it. Let me show you. Look at this. I don't know if the GIF plays back when it ends. Okay, it does play back. Look at this, chat. Look at this. It's gonna play back now. Look at the control. Look, first touch, control, boom, the pass to Gakpo. Yeah, I don't want, you know, it's just like, who can do that in the world right now? You know, one guy. You know what I find real funny, and this is why sometimes doing YouTube, this and this, your skin need to be thick and your brain needs to be on like a different stratosphere. When I said that on the last video, right? One guy commented, he's like, Husam, I get the fact that you like Mo Salah, but don't act like he's the only winger in world football who could make that pass. I've seen Rafael Leao and Vinicius Jr. make that pass before. I replied to him, so 2 wingers. So he's one of 3. Wow, you disproved my logic there. Are we going to sign Vinicius if Salah leaves? Nope. Are we going to sign Leao if Salah leaves? Nope. Why should I sell Salah? Conversation done. Now, Curtis Jones. There's been links with Curtis Jones and Arsenal. You know, apparently Curtis Jones is you know, being looked at by Arsenal. And the funny thing is, this is the funny part. Arsenal fans have been smug about this for the last 48 hours. Talking about, I don't want Curtis Jones. I don't think Jones is good enough. I don't think Jones is this. I don't think Jones is that. Brother, Jones is better than any midfielder that starts for Arsenal, not called Rice or Odegaard, because you still got to give him that respect. You still got to give him that respect. Curtis Jones is Scouse born and bred. And one thing we do know about Scouse born and bred people, is that they are, you know, obviously in love with the football club, and that he's playing for his childhood club. Why would he leave? That would be the equivalent of Bukayo Saka leaving to join Liverpool. It just doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense. You know, when it comes to Curtis Jones, by the way, Curtis Jones has developed and improved massively over the last 6 months. I think in the last 10 games of last season where we stepped up, and the start of this season, Curtis Jones has been playing very well for him. By the way, when I criticize Curtis Jones, this comes back to the earlier on conversation. When I criticized Curtis Jones, it was justified because Curtis Jones was ass. So my criticism of him was justified. If anyone's going to act like Curtis Jones been playing at this level, then you're lying to yourself because he's not been playing at this level. He has got to this level now. That's just the fact. So, like, he's gotten to this level now, but he hasn't been playing at this level. He's simply rose to the occasion, which is exactly what we need. Now, I think Curtis Jones starts for Arsenal currently because their third midfielder is just useless, regardless who it is, whether it be Havertz, whether it be whatever. Like, I think Havertz has been a bit better over the last thingy, but you wouldn't say Havertz is a better midfielder than Jones. Jones is technically very good, keeps the ball very well, can pass very well. I wouldn't say he's a tempo dictator or anything, but a very high work rate player, you know. I think he's a very solid tactical option for any, top team. So I get why Arsenal are interested in him. Now, Arsenal, of course, they have a certain attraction. They have a certain aura about them. They are Arsenal Football Club, guys. As much as we want to mock them, of course, they are Arsenal Football Club, and they do have a certain thing about them, a certain oomph, the fact that they're Arsenal. I'm not going to deny that. However, Curtis Jones is Scouse through and through, born Scouse, Scouser, local lad, playing for his home football club, kind of living the dream, if you would like. And the fact that he's living the dream right now, I highly doubt that he joins any other team, to be honest with you. So as long as Jurgen Klopp doesn't kick him out, I think he will remain at Liverpool Football Club. So in terms of the Salah renewal and the Jones to Arsenal, I think Mo Salah should renew his contract and we should give him a 3-year extension. I'd happily let him retire at Liverpool. In terms of Curtis Jones to Arsenal, I just don't think it's going to happen due to the circumstance because he's Scouse, he's local, he's playing for his boyhood club. There's no reason for him to leave. Now, the last two parts of my title, which is Kimmich to Manchester City and Mbappe to Liverpool, are kind of going to be the last segment. Are kind of going to be the last segment of this whole thing. Now, when it comes, first of all, before I get to the last segment, guys, make sure you're slapping the like button. Make sure guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Every single person watching us right now, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Big up to DJ Brains. Big up to Joe. Big up to Tibzo. Big up to Nadra, Edrin, and Michael for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Big up all the people who have just joined us from Lee Reacts as well. We were just speaking about Curtis Jones to Arsenal and how I don't think he signs for Arsenal because he's a local boy, of course. So, guys, as you walk in from Lee Reacts and everyone who's tuning in right now, like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Big up all my super chatters. I'm going to give you guys a massive shout out as well again at the end. So yeah, like big up to you guys. So Mo Salah should renew his contract, and of course Curtis Jones should is going to stay. Now you probably see it in the title, like. You probably see it in the title. Curtis Jones and Salah, regular topics. And then next to that, you see Kimmich to Manchester City and you see Mbappe to Liverpool. Now, first of all, I will start by saying something. You could call me whatever you want. You can insult me all you want. I'm just going to say something. I'm just going to say it as it is, guys. Guys, if Kimmich signs for Manchester City, you can lock off the league. Respectfully. I know there's a bunch of Arsenal fans who joined as well from Lee's channel. And there's the Liverpool fans as well who's been watching this show and even the rivals, whatever. Guys, if Kimmich signs for Man City, Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't even like خلاص. I give up, حبيبي. If Kimmich signs for Manchester City, game, set, and match. Game over. Game over. Big up you guys, man. Big up to all the rat army in the chat. Make sure you guys are liking the video and subscribing as you're walking in. So you know, I saw the whole Kimmich to Manchester City thing. And I sat here thinking to myself, okay, so we've been talking about Kimmich. We've been talking about, the title race with Liverpool and Arsenal and all that stuff. You look at Kimmich to Manchester City, and all you think to yourself is, if Joshua Kimmich joins Manchester City, then we are all royally effed. We are all done out here. If you add Kimmich to Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne, what is the point? There is just no point. There is just no point of us competing for the Premier League. If Manchester City sign Joshua Kimmich, I think they need to do a separate Premier League for the teams from 2 to 20. Give them the Premier League title, make us a separate title called like maybe the, I don't know, like the B-Tech Premier League or something, or call it a different Premier League. And just let us compete for it. Because if Manchester City signed Joshua Kimmich, it really is all over. And it's just a long day, you know? So Kimmich at Manchester City would be a hack. It's already anyway Pep Guardiola who converted him to being a midfielder. So that's the fucked up part right there. And him alongside Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne will just be a long day for all of us. Big up Eli in the chat. So it's going to be a long day for everyone, you guys. Like, the Arsenal fans watching, the Liverpool fans watching, Habibis, it's all over. It's all over. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Bye. You know, if they sign, if Kimmich sign Manchester, if Kimmich goes to Manchester City, we need to focus 100% on Europa League. We need to rest players in the Prem and win the Europa, because we ain't gonna win shit in the Premier League. So, like, it just gets to the point where, like, I know, you know, people who joined from Lee's stream, you know, the rat army, just don't like complaining about money and stuff. But guys, we all know Man City are cheats anyway. We all know we can't stand that football club, can't stand Manchester City, hate them with my whole soul. Imagine having Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne and ending up signing Kimmich. You fucking greedy bastards. Have you not had enough? Don't you have a Ferrari and a Lamborghini in your garage? Why do you want a McLaren? If they sign Kimmich, the only way we beat them is if we sign Messi. Get Messi, play him in the 10 for Liverpool. You get me? Ankara Messi. Sign, like, you know, if they sign Kimmich, I think it should be 116 charges just for signing Kimmich. Like, just that one signing should make it 116. Guys, he is unbelievable. Joshua Kimmich is one of the best footballers, like, in terms of technique and all of that in the world right now. So if Pep gets hold of him, it's a long day. A long day. Long day if they get Kimmich, you guys. Like, I love you guys and stuff, but I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I see Kimmich announced to Man City, if it does happen, next day I'll make a stream. Congratulations, Manchester City. I give up. It's just pointless. It's just pointless. Imagine they field the midfield of Kimmich, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, and then play Bernardo Silva right wing. Hey. I have no words. No words. I have no words. So, yeah. The only way we can counter that is, you know, maybe call Al Nassr, sign Cristiano Ronaldo, call Inter Miami, sign Lionel Messi, and just make a Hall of Fame team or something. I don't know. Like, create a team for the ages or some shit. Like, I don't know what. But, like, yeah. Or this guy. Now, I see some of the super chats here about Kylian Mbappe. So I'm going to get to it anyway. Big up to my guy, Queen Nadra, who says, Fabinho on Bobby. are legends. Meanwhile, number 14 didn't show. I love the fact that people are cooking Henderson for not showing up to the Premier League. You know, so for not showing up to a Premier League game, guys. You know, sometimes I love like us as a football fan culture. We're like, Firmino came to the game and Henderson didn't. Henderson is a CUNT, and you know, you're like, yeah, you're right, bro. He is. How come he didn't show up? Tells you all you need to know. But big up to Bobby and Fabinho anyway. Big up to Amin who says, if Mbappe signs for LFC, will you win the treble? If Mbappe signs for Liverpool Football Club, it would be the equivalent of Kimmich signing to Manchester City times 5. Because that attack would be unhealthy for any defense to handle. Mo Salah and Mbappe in the same team is shit you only get on Ultimate Team, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Big up to Bimero says if City get Kimmich Neto, they win the Prem. Neto, not as much because he's never fit, but Kimmich, yeah, I do agree with you. JW says Mbappe is so toxic. Don't want him at LFC. Coach killer. If you have a killer coach like Jurgen Klopp, Mbappe wouldn't stand a chance to do all his toxic shit. He would be a very good boy under Jurgen Klopp because Jurgen Klopp would turn him into a beast. I think Mbappe would get his highest ever GA with Jurgen Klopp. I'm going to be real with you. Big up to you, JW. Smoke says, sell me on this Mbappe copium, please. I will do now. AMD says, if Kimmich goes to Man City, I'm done. 115. Habibi, make it 116 now if they sign Kimmich. You know? So that's what I will say. If they do sign Kimmich, it is game, set, and match. Like, I love you all and stuff, and it's been a fantastic year. But listen, now the FA Cup becomes more important. The Carabao Cup becomes more important. The Champions League is, the Europa League is top priority. So, yeah, like, that's fucking Joshua Kimmich. Now, there's this guy right here. Where's that one super chat? Husam, can you shut down these silly Mbappe rumors? We couldn't even crack 100 million offer for Jude. Why the hell would Mbappe bat an eye on us? Guys, before I'm about to deliver this speech, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to This Is Football. If you're yet to do so, please hit the like button and subscribe. And we're going to be talking Kylian Mbappe. So, guys, Mbappe to Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen. Mbappe to Liverpool. Now, if Kylian Mbappe doesn't join Real Madrid, if that happens, he might end up joining Liverpool. I'll say this much. Like, Liverpool Football Club, and I've told this story multiple times before. Liverpool Football Club have spoken to Mbappe. I know for a fact John W. Henry actually has spoken to Mbappe from when he was at Monaco. I know, like, that whole the Mbappe interest, by the way, from Liverpool's side is not 100% a lie. Kylian Mbappe has spoken to Liverpool before. I'd be a liar if I said no. Of course, we've spoken to him. Of course. Who wouldn't inquire about the biggest marketing, like, you know, guy in the world right now in terms of like the whole thing? Now, I'm not gonna do the whole thing we did with Jude in terms of, remember with Jude, his dad supports Liverpool. I don't care if Mbappe's mom supports Liverpool. Raheem Sterling, he supports Man United. He played for Liverpool. He played with Manchester City and he played for Chelsea, for 3 rival clubs. So with Kylian Mbappe, look, if he doesn't join Real Madrid, he will join us. That is what I think personally, you know. And if you want, sometimes guys in life, a video speaks 1,000 words. This is us speaking to Mbappe right here.
What are my chances?
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of a million.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
So our chances is 1 in a million. But is there a chance? Yeah, there is a chance. You know, we took out Jude Bellingham for a whole year, and then he went and slept with Real Madrid. So, you know, might as well get heartbroken again. Listen, as Liverpool fan, you sign up to become a hopeless romantic. So we're a hopeless romantic. We all know deep down Mbappe ain't coming to Liverpool. We all know this. But is there a chance? Of course there's a chance. Of course. Of course there's a chance. 1 in a million, but there is a chance. You guys, Mbappe is going Real Madrid, man. There's no need to lie to ourselves, set ourselves up for disappointment. I see this whole Mbappe to Liverpool thing literally every single transfer window. It's like Mbappe to Liverpool, Mbappe to Liverpool, Mbappe to Liverpool. And I just want to punch myself in the face every time I see it because I know it's going to be heartbreak. I know it's going to be heartbreak, bro. Like, I don't even know what to say. I honestly don't. Guys, LeBron James is friends with Mbappe. His mother supports Liverpool. We met with him, but he ain't signing for us. Like, look, I've tried taking some copium, possibly selling you guys some copium. I've tried, you know. I don't know if we'll ever see a player of that caliber sign Liverpool, you know, but it is what it is, you guys. Kylian Mbappe, probably going to go Real Madrid. You know, it's just how it goes because they've been chasing the guy for 2 years. So they're probably looking, by the way, we need to be worried about something, that Real Madrid come in for Mo Salah or they come in for Trent Alexander-Arnold, because it looks like Real Madrid are trying to create Galacticos 2.0, by the way, because they already have Bellingham, they already have Camavinga, they already have Tchouameni, they already have Vinicius, they already have Courtois. They might want to just make World 11 in their own team, like Mbappe, Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Like, they might just do stuff like that. So, like, they might actually try create Galacticos 2.0 for their club. So, yeah, it's a long day, Habibis. Long day for the football world, you know, if the Galacticos happen again. Now, in terms of Kylian Mbappe, as I said on a reel, he's obviously not going to join Liverpool. Like 1% chance he joins. If he does join, though, Liverpool will win quadruple next season. Mo Salah and Mbappe in the same team would 100% be a massive cheat code. Massive cheat code, you know? So, yeah. DJ Brains, this is your third bad opinion in a row. You're a super chatter of the channel. You're my guy. You know, me and you have been talking Liverpool probably for the last year and a half on my channel. This is your third shit opinion in a row. Bukayo Saka would not get in at Real Madrid. I'm sorry, he wouldn't. I'm sorry. Like, we need sometimes, as you know, this is why they call us prem-sexuals. As much as Rodrigo's overrated, those players are still winners, Habibi. I don't think players just end up going to, like, you know, end up just going to you know, from Arsenal to clubs like that. Like, it's just so much more difficult, you guys. Like, Arsenal to Real Madrid. So yeah, it is what it is. So I don't know, man. No, you are right. But Real Madrid would not look for a player like Saka to begin with. They'd look for a player like Salah, like Mbappe. That's what they look for anyway. But anyway, guys, look, we're gonna wrap it up here. This has been one hell of a stream. We called out certain people at the start. We spoke about Curtis Jones, Mo Salah. We spoke about Kylian Mbappe, about Joshua Kimmich. There's been a lot spoken about. Stick on the stream because it's gonna take you to Footy Judge Mo. He's just gonna go live now, so make sure you go and raid his channel. Comment Husam raid in the chat. I'm gonna be in that chat as well. Everyone go to Footy Judge Mo and spam Husam raid in that chat right here, right now. Spam Husam raid in his chat. Big up to Bimero, big up to Amin, big up to Adu, AMD, Smoke, JW, Brains, Joe, Tibzo, Nadra, Edrin, and Michael Uzoho for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Stick around on the stream. Don't go anywhere because it's going to redirect you to Footy Judge Mo. I love you all, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Peace.